This update is going to change Helldivers 2 forever, adding in weapon customization, which will give you a good foundation for improving your weapons how you want, and they're going to keep adding more to it as time progresses. More underbarrel attachments, potentially a shotgun, grenade launcher, you name it. They've also had new illuminate enemies. I'll be going over all the patch notes, but these are like the two things I think are the sickest. The illuminate enemies, you have a Stingray fighter jet that gives you a telegraph of where it's going to be shooting, which gives you time to avoid it. If you don't, you're gonna get shredded. It's medium armor. Watch for science. Turns out that lying down does not reduce the damage they deal. Fun fact. Crescent Overseers have these Quasar Plasma Punisher looking guns that can lob projectiles from really far away. It's their whole purpose. If you're close, they can shoot you as if it's a Quasar. They're probably not gonna be my favorite as time progresses because they Jeez Louise! They likely ragdoll you. But it hasn't been too bad quite yet. They look sick though. Oh my Johnson. That's the dude! That's the Crescent Overseer! Fleshbob is something out of a horror movie. If you don't know he's there and turn around real quick and see him, you might get jump scared like me previously. Aim for the feet, most likely. And Flamethrower does pretty good against him as well. I think that man just got put down something first. There's a possible hidden change. The voteless little zombie guys on the Illuminate side are way more accurate and aggressive than they've ever been before. Is that just my placebo perspective, or are y'all seeing the same thing? Not saying it's an issue, I'm just curious. As y'all can see, the invasion of Super Earth is inevitable. Mission UI has gotten spruced up. If you join a random mission out in the wild, they'll have a more official looking template to it. Your own missions have a rocket. Moving on to patch notes, fire damage is the best it's ever been. Now when you shoot enemies, they take more damage based on how big they are. But some enemies take a lot more than you may expect. Shoot an Overseer with the instant breaker once, let the fire go away, shoot them again, and they're dead after that dot does some damage. Fire dot damage, so damage over time, is absurd now. Take a torture, shoot the ground of a bug breach. You're going to be murking the warriors and potentially alpha commanders or commanders because they're taking so much more damage to the dot. Now the caveat is enemies that are larger take longer to light on fire. Bile Titans, Chargers, but when they are on fire, they're going to take a lot more damage. Helldivers are now slightly more fire resistant, and the burn damage they take is unchanged. Slightly resistant to being set on fire? What are you talking about? It's still instant. Flamethrower and Torture both had their ammo increased by roughly 30%. Ultimatum got nerfed. Ultimately, it can't one-shot Factory Stratos to the feet or the undercarriage anymore, and you can't destroy Stratagem Jammers or science buildings. You can still break the Spore spewers, Shakir hotels. It still one-taps every other mob in the game, and now it gets affected by the Space Pod optimization booster that gives you more ammo when you die and respawn. It doesn't get affected by siege ready armor still, and it has increased weapon sway. There's 3 terms to understand going forward in the patch notes. Spread is the ability of your bullets to hit what you're aiming at instead of veering off and simply missing. Drag is your bullets will have projectile speed losses as they travel over longer distances, decreasing their damage, and sway is the stability of your reticle. If you're laying down, it's very stable. If you're standing up and moving around while trying to aim, it's very unstable. For all 3 factors, the higher the number, the worse it is. The lower, the better. Railgun spread reduced from 10 to 0.1. This weapon is going to feel phenomenal against automatons, most likely. I need more time to test it. Automaton bunkers now have their spread increased from 20 to 50. The turns of table, brother! You can feel it. You don't get aimbotted nearly as much. If you get hit and ragdolled, they used to finish you off lickety-split. That doesn't really happen. And you'd also just get hit out of the air, which can still occur, but not as often. Automaton troopers had a bug since launch, making them reload after every shot, reducing their overall suppressing fire. This is fixed. You're gonna get gunned down by Billy Bob with the Blicky starting now. Automaton gunships, body armor value reduced from 4 to 3, main body health increased to 950 from 700, now shoots more and the aim is slightly more accurate. You can damage the body using medium pin weapons. DCS will hurt it, but it'll take a lot longer to kill it because the body is tankier than the engines. The one-shot shotgun Shieldon has been nerfed, has his damage per pellet reduced by a little bit, and they can't light on fire as easily anymore. Bulk Fabricator, health increased from 1500 to 5000. The really big automaton fabricators, usually in cities, those now take 2 recoilless rifle shots. Oh, a spare EAT-17, don't mind if I do, it should take 3. 3 EAT-17s is hilarious. It should only take 2 shots from recoilless, I believe. I'm good at math, I'm good at math. 2 thermites to the bottom of the structure, or simply 1 grenade, crossbow shot, any explosive in the actual chute, and it one-taps it. Shrapnel nerfs and buffs. It'll always spawn in a 360-degree spread, but certain angles give it less armor penetration, going from medium pin to light pin, which shouldn't happen too often. They're also increasing damage on frag grenade shrapnel from 30 to 35, and autocannon flak from 25 to 30. Eruptor changes are a little interesting. Spread decreased from 10 to 5, ergonomics increased from negative 14 to 25, sway decreased from 1 to 0.8, fire rate increased from 25 to 32. But fixed a bug that allowed players to cancel the Eruptor's round cycling animation, effectively increasing fire rate by a grip ton. Accelerator rifle, drag decreased from 1.5 to 0.1. Basically no damage drop off. The sniper is going to be doing big damage from a long distance. Liberator, spread decreased from 4 to 2. Lib penetrator, starting mags increased from 5 to 6. Max spare magazines increased from 7 to 8. Lib concussive, spread decreased from 24 to 4. STI-52 assault rifle, spread decreased from 4 to 2. Liberator carbine, spread decreased from 4 to 3. Tenderizer, spread decreased from 4 to 1. Do you actually feel a difference with this? Not necessarily in my situation, but other folks may be a bit different because I'm not particularly the most enthusiastic for assault rifles. But I appreciate the sentiment. Nonetheless, this is a fantastic direction. Jar 5 Dominator. Sway decreased from 1 to 0.8. I'm not sure what happened, but this gun feels really good to just simply move and aim with now. It's almost as if they gave it baseline peak physique buff, even though I'm not wearing the armor, I'm wearing medic armor. Diligence counter sniper. Sway decreased from 1 to 0.8. Which is nice, but the gun still feels really bad to aim. Same goes for the AMR. You can change the sights, though, to a red dot, but I want to keep a scope on my sniper. This is where things get a little dicey, though. SMGs and pistols got absolutely taken out back and decimated beyond belief. What are we doing, brother? Defender. Spread decreased from 20 to 5. That's good. But drag increased from 0.3 to 0.6, and sway increased from 1 to 1.2. A lot of these guns will do less damage from range. Their SMGs or pistols, I don't care. And they'll have worse handling because of the sway. Pummeler. Spread decreased from 20 to 5, but the same drag and sway increase. Knight. Spread decreased from 25 to 5, and the same drag and sway increase. Reprimand. Spread decreased from 4T to 5. Drag increase from 0.3 to 0.6. There's no sway increase because it's two-handed. Reprimand may actually feel pretty good. Kind of wish it didn't get the drag increase, but whatever. Every single sidearm had their sway increased from 1 to 1.2 or 1.3, and most had their spread decreased by a decent amount, but I don't think that makes up for the new bad feeling it will have from sway. Stim pistol already felt pretty rough to shoot because of the spread, and now it has more sway on top of that. Good luck hitting your teammates, especially if you're moving and they're moving in a very fast-paced game where you get two-shot by most enemies. Senator. Spread decreased from 30 to 8. That's phenomenal. But the sway's increased to 1.3? What are we talking about? And I like Senator. I don't know if I'm going to use it. Not being dramatic, I already shot it a little bit, and it didn't feel great. I had to be laying down or crouching to land shots, and I can do that, but I don't think I should have to with a pistol. I don't know if it's to play to make them have increased sway. They're already, if you ask me, swaying a lot to begin with. Like Talon, for instance. What is that? We can't even add attachments with the weapon customization to sidearms yet. They may add in the future, no guarantee. But why go this crazy on the sidearms? I know it doesn't seem like a lot. Oh, it's just 1.2. They were already pretty bad to begin with, brother. Jetpack. Increased brake force on landing to make Helldivers ragdoll less. Terminids. Spore spewer's demolition level decreased from 60 to 50, making it easier to kill with heavy ordnance weapons. I don't know exactly what that means, but cool. Illuminate landed warp ships can be damaged by anti-tank weapons. Break the shield and shoot it twice with close rifle, 3 times with the EAT-17, and 2 thermites will break it, I believe. Realistically, you're better off breaking the shield and going for the giant opening. But hey, options are options, brother. Overall, the update's very good. There are some things I don't love about it, as it's pretty easy to see in the video itself. But I do believe that the new Illuminate enemies are freaking sick. I'm excited to fight them, figure out how to kill them quickly, and do the whole spiel of I tested every weapon versus these monsters. Because I enjoy that. I really do. And I'm looking forward to getting more weapon unlocks for my guns so I can see how I can improve them. Diligence, Instant Breaker, Breaker, Reprimand, and I'm curious to find out how weapon customization improves in the future. Does it come to secondaries, melee weapons, support weapons? Who knows? This is a bit random, but are y'all into patches? It won't be this size, and I'll have better colors, but my brother can make these now. So if you're interested, let me know, because he wants to know. Anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good day.